Welcome to another home workout from Audley. My name's Sean, I'm the Leisure Club Manager at Audley Redwood in Bristol, and I'll be taking you through a short Pilates workout. If you haven't done Pilates before, please take the time to check out our Basics of Pilates video, and then you'll be ready to join us. Okay, we're going to be starting on our back, knees bent, soles of your feet flat on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. We're going to get our spine into neutral, so I want you to press your lower back into the floor and then arch and press. You can see my ribs flaring up as I arch my back. So you're just pressing your lower back into the floor and arching up, gradually reducing the movement until you come to a position that's about halfway between the two. That's your neutral position. We're to engage your core. We're going to be doing one leg extensions. So to begin with, I want you to slowly lift one leg into the air, maintaining neutral spine, bringing the knee directly above the hip. From that position, I want you to extend at the knee, keeping the knee extended, lower the leg slowly towards the floor, again maintaining neutral throughout. If you can, reach your foot all the way to the floor, then slowly lift back up, bend the knee and lower the foot to the floor, and repeat on the other side, so it's a slow lift. Extend the knee, lower down, touch the heel to the floor, lift, bend and lower. The key with this exercise is to maintain neutral throughout. Place your hands on your ribs, and when you extend and then lower, if you feel your ribs pressing into your fingers, you're coming out of neutral. And you need to reduce the movement a little bit. Switch again. Extend at the knee, lower down, touch, lift, bend and lower. If you want to make this exercise harder, you can lift one leg up and then lift the other. You're only going to work one leg at a time. Extend one leg, lower to the floor or towards the floor, lift, bend and switch. Again, the key is to maintain this neutral position. You can put your hands on your ribs to see whether you're being pulled out of neutral by the weight of your leg. Of course, you can still continue just to do one leg at a time. And one more repetition. And relax. I want you to roll onto your side. You can either have your arm bent underneath your head or extended. Try and get your feet one on top of the other. So you push that top foot away from yourself until it sits on top of your other foot. You can place the other hand on the mat for stability if you need to. Engage your core. Slowly lift that top leg into the air. Don't lift too high. About 12 inches, 12 to 18 inches is high enough. And lower down. And repeat. To make it harder, lift the hand off of the floor. Foot should be relaxed, dangling off the end of your leg. So you're working this muscle in your outer hip right here. Lifting up and lowering down. And one more. And relax and switch sides. Setup's the same. Arm position is your own choice, bent or extended. Body in a nice straight line. Hand on the mat. Push the sole of that top foot away so that it sits on top of the other foot. Engage your core. Slowly lift that leg into the air and then lower down. Again, you can lift that top hand off of the floor to reduce that stability, making your core work harder to stop your body rocking as you move. Make sure you're breathing regularly, staying nice and relaxed, working that muscle in the outer hip. And one more. And relax. Okay, I want you to roll onto your front. We're going to do a plank. So you're going to be propped up on your elbows. Elbows beneath your shoulders. Pelvis on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down. Engage your core. Squeeze your bottom. We're going to come up onto our knees to begin with. So I want you to slowly float your hips off of the floor, coming up onto your knees until the pressure in your lower back disappears. When your pressure in your lower back disappears, you should be in neutral spine. You can't see it from this position, so you should be feeling it. If your hips are too low, you'll feel pressure in your lower back above your hips, above your tailbone. And you just hold that position. If you need to, you can come down, rest, and then engage your core, squeeze your bottom, and float up again. And if you're able to, curl your toes under and lift the knees off of the floor. If you feel that your hips drop down or push up when you lift your knees, you're not strong enough to hold this position, and you should resume doing the exercise on your knees. Otherwise, this is a harder, more effective version, provided you can hold the position effectively. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down. Okay, I want you to lie on your back with your knees bent, soles of your feet flat on the floor, shoulder blades drawn down your back, same position that we did for our first exercise. Engage your core, spine into neutral, slowly float one leg into the air, bringing the knee above the hip. We're going to lower that leg, but as we do so, we're going to lift the other side. So as one leg lowers, the other lifts. This exercise is called scissors. It's a slow, controlled movement. You should feel this in your abdominal muscles. You're working through your hip flexor muscles. And as this is quite a challenging exercise, you may find yourself tensing up in your shoulders. So make sure your hands are slid towards your feet. To make this exercise harder, all you have to do is extend at the leg slightly. You don't need to extend the leg fully. If you extend at the leg slightly, it will make it considerably harder. And we're not cycling our legs, we're not kicking our legs like this. We're opening up at the hip joint, opening and closing the joint between our upper leg and our hips. One more with each leg. And relax. You want to extend your legs just a little bit. Toes should come up off the floor naturally. Shoulder blades drawn down. Engage your core. You're going to attempt to do a roll up, which is chin to your chest. Peel the spine off of the floor, coming up into seated neutral. So you lift your chest, sit onto your sit bones, shoulder blades drawn down, and tuck your chin to your chest. And roll the spine back down onto the mat. All the time with your core engaged. Again, it's chin to your chest, peel up, lift the chest, and then roll back down. You may find the lifting up phase of this exercise is too difficult. If you do, just place your hands on the mat beside you, chin to your chest, core engaged, squeeze, and push with your elbows and then your hands to lift yourself up. Then from that top position, you should try and attempt curling the spine into a C and rolling it down onto the mat without any assistance. You may still need assistance with that, in which case you can, from that top position, if you have a towel, hold on to it, wrap it around your feet, slowly control that lowering phase down. If you're strong enough, you squeeze up and roll back down. And one more repetition. And relax. Okay, that's the end of our workout. We're going to have a brief stretch and then we're finished. I'd like you to take your legs open into a reasonably comfortable V position. Place your hands on the floor in front of you and just slide those hands forwards, reaching forwards, feeling that stretch in the back of your upper leg, inner thigh and in your lower back. And come back up. Want to lie on your side. Draw the bottom knee up so that it's level with the hip. Pick the top leg up. Take hold of the ankle or the shin. Just pull the leg back. How far you'll be able to pull your leg back is dependent on your own flexibility. You don't want to force this stretch, just a nice gentle stretch into those muscles. And relax and switch sides. And lying on your side, draw the bottom leg up, pick the top leg up. Pull it back. You may find you're more flexible on one side than on the other. It's not uncommon. And what you should work towards is to try and even out that flexibility. Just try and work on your tighter muscles. Three, two, one, and relax. Sit yourself up. One hand behind the other, reach forward and drop your chin to your chest, stretching out those muscles of the upper back. and release. Hands to the small of your back. Drop your shoulders down and lift the hands away to stretch out your chest muscles. In 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's today's workout finished. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.